Welcome to public speaking, where you gain courage, strength, and also confidence by facing your fears head on. Look around the room. Everyone's thinking the exact same thing you are. What's about to happen? Your emotions will be tested, but don't let that get in the way of your intelligence. And think about it. You call your mom. I know I've already called mine 3 times this week. And you also go to work and you go to school. You've got this experience in public speaking. So now it's your turn to gain strength, to gain courage, to gain confidence by facing your fears head on. Like Eleanor Roosevelt said, do what you think that you cannot do. Look fear in the face.
So when you're looking at fear in the face though, what if you don't know what it looks like?
Okay, it's people, Travis. What if you had to stand at the center of attention of these people that you did not know and pour your heart out to them? That makes you a little nervous.
You're right, because then you get the group criticism from your other members if you're in a group with them. And then also sometimes it can also bring a lot of judgment to yourself because, again, feedback is always good for everyone.
And think of the embarrassment. What if you tripped while walking up to do your speech, or you stumbled over your words and didn't say the correct thing?
I would feel vulnerable like crazy. And then also insecurity comes into play. But the thing is, don't let that take away from when you're actually doing your speech.
Right, and your mindset. If you go up to your speech thinking you're not going to do good, you're not going to do good. It's like Norman Peale says, our happiness is the state of mind that we cultivate. So think positive.
I guess we just need to figure out where the fear comes from.
According to Speaking About Presenting, there are 3 parts of our brain that cause fear. There's the old brain, the midbrain, and the new brain. The old brain's purpose is very simple, ensure our survival. Even in prehistoric times, our ancestors understood that being a part of a group is crucial to our surviving. How does this relate to public speaking? Well, when you go and present your speech, you've been removed from the audience, that group that you have been a part of. This results in our brain going into fight or flight mode. As a result, we subconsciously want to do everything we can to ensure that we rejoin that group. We try to perform to unrealistic expectations because our brain believes we're in a life or death scenario.
The midbrain, on the other hand, is much more rational. It controls our emotions. More importantly, however, it controls our memories. Do you remember the last time that you were in front of a crowd? Do you remember how nervous you were? How vulnerable? These emotions often resurface right before we're about to give a speech and make us even more nervous than we were before. However inconvenient this may seem, it's actually just our midbrain trying to protect us from reliving past experiences.
Humans are naturally competitive creatures. We tell ourselves anything but last. This is our new brain at work. And the same logic applies to public speaking. No one really wants to fail at it. We develop this fear of failure when we see someone go before us and we become intimidated by that competition.
Right, and fear is nothing but natural. I mean, everybody experiences it, but there are many methods you can use in order to control your primal instincts.
So how do we handle fear? Guys, you have to practice before your speech. Know what you're talking about. And I know it is so annoying to run through the same thing over and over again, but you have to know it. You have to put it together up here so it comes out here. If you don't know what you're talking about, nobody else will either.
There's a common saying of practice makes perfect, but practice only makes permanent. If you're practicing something wrong, you're never gonna make it perfect. So what you need to do is visualize your fear and stressors and what really drives that fear. So if people are what scare you, what you need to do is just simply practice in front of people. Your friends, your family, whoever, they're there to help you. You have to go in with a strong mind and know that no matter if you stumble, which you will, that you'll simply just take a breath, clear your mind, and hop back into what you're talking about.
Guys, only engaging one person at a time. Don't look at the group as a whole and think, oh my gosh, they're out to get me, because they're not. They're just trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So don't overwhelm yourself. Focus on one person and see everybody as your equal.
The point of public speaking is to simply take control of the situation. You're saying your message to a group of people that are listening to you. And all you have to do is take it at your own pace and make those individual connections with everybody.
Guys, you did it. You finished. You're done. It's over. Just remember to end with the same mindset that you started with. And learn from the criticism that's about to happen, because trust me, it's gonna come. You're gonna have the guy sitting next to you saying, oh my God, I hated that speech. I cannot believe you did that. But you're also gonna have 5 people to that one who are saying, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you went up there and you did that. That was so personal. That was so from the heart. Good job. And just remember too that even if that criticism hurts, because trust me, it will, It helps. It's so helpful for your future speeches, not just in the class, but outside too.
The best thing to do is to sit down and regroup and write 10 positive things about your speech. And number one can always be is that you went up there and you gave your speech. And that's the biggest accomplishment of this class.
Yeah, just remember that those 10 positives, and even doing the speech and hearing the criticism that hurts, it's going to promote a confident and a happy mind at the end of the day.
Techniques are an important part to relieving stress. If you don't know how to properly get rid of stress and anxiety, it will eventually overwhelm you. These techniques are not hard to pull off either. Something as simple as thinking positively will reduce your stress and improve your attitude drastically. However, the opposite will happen if you continue to brood on the subject. Negative thinking will do just as much bad as positive thinking does good. Mindset is key to delivering a great speech. Some fear or anxiety is normal for humans, but it shouldn't overwhelm you. If you go in thinking you'll crush the speech, you're bound to do a great job. You know what they say, if you shoot for the stars, you'll land on the moon. You've done it before and you can do it now. Ralph Marston said that and it's 100% true. If you can get over the first speech, they become child's play. Use this first speech as a marker so that you can say, I did it, and go on to do great in public speaking.
There are many techniques you can use to help eliminate stress. If you are super stressed before a speech, to eliminate that stress, you can do things as simple as a crossword puzzle, listening to soothing music, or even work out to get your adrenaline flowing and boost your creativity. If it's a few days before your speech and your stress is to the max, go back to those techniques and try to clear your mind so you can come in and deliver a wonderful speech. And guys, never drink coffee right before a speech. The caffeine will cause you to fry, and you won't be able to deliver a speech to the best of your ability.
Guys, your nerves, your fears, your insecurities, those things are never going to go away. It's what you do with them that matters. You may not realize this right now, but public speaking will take you places. Voices are what make history, and who's to say yours is inferior? It's okay to make mistakes. It's what makes us human. Your failures are what refine your strengths and sharpen your weaknesses. But eventually, the butterflies will begin to fade, your insecurities will start to go away, and you're going to be left with a confidence that will make you want to keep talking. Use it. Turn those jitters into momentum. You're going to forget what it was like to be scared out of your mind. You're presenting yourself. This isn't about people staring at you at the front of a classroom. This is about you sharing pieces of your heart. And you need to remember that, because no matter what you think, people will listen. Public speaking isn't just a class. Right now you're standing on the tip of an iceberg. But when you start to discover the rest, you're going to fall in love. You will fail. You will fall down. Expect that. But get back up, show them what you're made of, and be worthy of applause.